welcome back to an episode of the Nicocast. And today is a very special episode because we have the first girl on the Nicocast. So tell us about yourself.
Hello, I am Ellie Whitby, also known as EllieMarieTv, and I do YouTube.
Who was your inspiration to start YouTube?
Dan, that's a good question. Well, I started like making videos when I was about 6, and then I started uploading to YouTube when I was about 11. Like I suppose like the early YouTubers that I love to watch were people like Joe Weller and like this guy called Sika and stuff like that, like English YouTubers.
Yeah.
They inspired me a lot to. I started on a gaming channel though. And then shifted to the more lifestyle stuff that I do now.
I started like creating videos and uploading when I was 5, so kind of like similar to you. And I haven't taken a break, and I'm 13 right now, which is impressive.
That is very impressive. Do you think you'll always enjoy it?
Yeah, I think if I've been enjoying it for this long, I'll have to enjoy it for a long more time. And yeah,
that's the same position as me. I think after 15 years or whatever of making videos, if it was gonna have got bored, I would have by now done.
Yeah. And it's just like I love like editing videos and like recording and like speaking to the camera and stuff like that. So yeah. I think I'll always love like making videos, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So how did you first find out about CreatorNow?
I was trying to find some kind of course for YouTube because I was doing it for a while, and I was like, I need a bit of help and support to like figure out the best route, and I was a bit lost with what I wanted to make, and I just happened to be on YouTube at the time, and our community tab, the YouTuber that runs CreatorNow, he literally posted like 1 minute ago saying he was coming out with this course. So I didn't even look into the course, which anyone out there, you should look into things before you buy it. I just bought it and got my like space straight away because obviously, for those that don't know, Eric like went from 0 to 1 million subscribers in a year, and
it was just crazy.
Yeah, insane. So I was like, if he must know some things that I don't, that could help me. So yeah, that's how I joined.
Yeah, I also saw it there, but I didn't enjoy the first season. I was going to, but I ended up joining the second season, which they actually put the price higher. And I ended up being kicked out, which was very sad.
Yeah, that sucks, man. I know I think they really want to get like younger creators in, but there's some kind of legal issue, and I wish there was a way to.
Yeah, it is very annoying.
Good on you for like joining though and finding some connections. Like even though you were in it for such a short period of time, you've still got something out of it. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, and Eric's manager follows me on Instagram. So.
Oh, nice, Zach.
Maybe like Zach. So maybe I can like see or something. I'm not sure. But
for sure.
But I definitely do want to take it again when I'm 16 because from the 3 days it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Like it gave you access to the past workshops, and they were amazing. Especially Samir's one. That one was amazing. I love it. So what were like some of your first impressions about CreatorNow?
I think at first I was a bit overwhelmed because it was like I'm from quite a small town in England, and I hadn't really ever like met any other YouTubers before. So like having 300 straight away that I could just talk to was quite overwhelming. But I think the first season was kind of like we were all kind of like guinea pigs. It was kind of like, this is a brand new course, let's test that out and see what happens. And I think they've done really well to like develop it over the last few years. But I mean, few seasons. But like from season 1, I met like some of my closest like creator friends now, like Kyle and Manuel, who were in season 1 that I'm like currently living with, and like other YouTubers from the UK that I met up and collabed with. So yeah, it's opened up many doors for me. So
did you move to LA or?
Yeah, I'm currently in Manuel's house.
Yeah, I noticed the background. He said it was the same.
Yeah, I'm living in the closet.
Really?
Yeah, do you want me to show you?
Sure.
I'll show you my closet. I haven't cleaned it, but I'll show you my closet. So here it is, right there. I'll open up the door. Yeah, there we go. It's my little room. But yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't be living in someone's closet if it wasn't for CreatorNow. So
exactly.
Thanks, Eric.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have no words after that. What's LA been like?
LA's been insane. Like from the first day I got here, it's just been like so many different things going on, so many different opportunities, and yeah, just I think being around like creators like-minded like 24/7 really helps to like push you and drive you further to make better content and just improve. So yeah, being in this environment is like perfect if you want to like collab and get better at YouTube and help other people out. Like it's just made me realize even more this is definitely the career path I want to to go down.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like do YouTube, but not a lot of people get to like actually do that as a career. A lot of people dream of doing it, but they just get like scared. But yeah, I feel like definitely, I'm guessing it was a risk for moving to LA and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things of like, I've been doing YouTube for so long, but I think in the back of my mind there was always like a fear, or it might not work out. I need to try and think of a plan B. But you kind of realize that if you want to do this route, that you have to go all in. You have to put everything on the line and just completely devote yourself to it. So that's what like the last few months of my last 6 months of my life on CreatorNow have been, really just going completely all in, and yeah, I haven't looked back.
Yeah, so I know Manuel and Tyler. Like Manuel, he works like a job after school. He worked a job after I said school, like for YouTube to like be able to like pay. Do you have one too, or?
Yeah, so I've spent the last like 4 years working at McDonald's, and I'm currently on a holiday from McDonald's while I'm here. But I'm handing in my resignation this weekend. So at the minute I'm working for, Air. Basically, me and Tyler work for him each week and help. He pays us to come up with ideas. And I mean, the money is like pretty decent compared to what I was on at McDonald's. So yeah, I'm just focusing on that at the minute. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm guessing like it definitely is. I'm guessing it's cool working for like a bigger creator because you kind of see what they do and to like kind of like do it in your videos, and like if they do it, it probably gonna work for you. So yeah, I'm guessing it's a very cool experience.
Yeah, it's a huge, like, obviously the money's great, but like learning wise, I've like they've taught me so much.
Yeah. I've also learned so much from like all these different people I've interviewed, and normally they're way bigger than me, like in subscribers and age, obviously. And it's like hearing all their perspectives is amazing. From like all these different niches. So I've learned a lot too.
You're a very smart kid. Like at the end of the day, you're what, 13? Did you say?
Yes.
And you're learning all this at 13 years old. I'm 20 and I'm only just learning this stuff. So you're going to be so far ahead by the time like you're mine and Manuel's age. Like you're going to be very, very successful, I'm sure.
Hopefully. So I've seen like some videos about CreatorNow that it actually doesn't help them. Has it helped you?
Yeah, I'd definitely say it's helped a lot. I think there's probably, I feel like for bigger creators, people with more subscribers, it could be catered better to them. It obviously helps people starting from the beginning a lot, and even myself now, like I've spoke to the guys that run CreatorNow, like Eric's managers, and I think there's like, as you learn more, like me, Manuel, Tyler, like we know a lot more now from doing 4 seasons, and it's kind of a bit of a divide now. Like you have a lot of knowledge and we repeat learning things. So I think the great thing about it is they're just constantly trying to develop it and adapt it and listen to the people in it to make this better. And I know they've got a lot of big plans for next year, so I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, for sure, it's definitely not for everyone, but I think it depends what you want out of it. I think the connections alone are like probably the most important thing about the entire community on there.
Yeah, I definitely, from like the 3 days I had access to everything. I learned so much, like watching the workshop. It was definitely like I definitely learned not in 3 days. I can't imagine like a whole month like of just that.
Yeah.
It must have been amazing, and the connections were also cool. From the 3 days I didn't like actually meet them well. I just saw a couple of creators I kind of liked, and kind of like you. They were like Manuel and like Tyler, and
yeah. It's quite surreal because like we're on like season 4 now, but first 3 seasons I was doing it from my bedroom at home, just constantly like on Geneva, the app we use, constantly like talking, FaceTiming people, and then like this season it's like I'm doing it all in real life. Like, all of a sudden all the people online are actually real people. So
I really like Geneva. I had never heard of it before, but it was definitely like I like the aspect of the community in that it was just like a normal course where you watch like a couple of videos. But yeah, I feel like it's better that they did it this way. It's a community and stuff like that. It definitely made it a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is the process of filming one of your videos?
Oh, what a question. I love making videos. Sometimes obviously for everyone, like we all get stressed making videos. I think it's just I tend to brainstorm, pick a couple of them, plan them out. I try not to spend too many days filming. I say that, but I always go over budget and I always overfilm and lose track of time. But I like to get like a shoot plan. So before I film anything, I'll have a list of all the different shots I want to do, because I kind of do like comedy based stuff as well. So I try and like script a couple of things, and then I kind of just go out, film, and then crack on with the edit. I try and get the edit done as quick as possible, just to get it out of mind. I hate putting off edit, so I just never do it. But
yeah, I've been having a problem recently with editing, and I'm like, okay, so I had like tons of podcasts recorded like a week before. So let's say it was August and I was like, a podcast already recorded until November. So I was like, I should have edited them all like before, so I've been complete. But I was like, okay, I'll leave it for 2 days for. And I kept on doing it. And that was a horrible mistake because the podcast would come out late. I wouldn't be done editing them because the last one, it came out like, it was supposed to come out Thursday, but it came out on Sunday. And same with Manuel's. I was just like, I couldn't finish editing it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely kind of like a problem. Because I always leave it like the last couple of days, but I'm definitely gonna not do that next time. But yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult, man. Like, because I was doing like while I was working at McDonald's, I was also doing some editing for like clients and stuff. And when you've got to be editing all the time and then come and edit your own videos, editing's such a mind-numbing thing. Like, I enjoy it like creatively sometimes, but too much.
Sometimes it gives you headaches.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been like editing almost all morning, like when I was podcast. Like I took like a 1 hour 30-minute break. I took 2 breaks. One with Microsoft with my friends, and another one to watch YouTube. And it was 2 hours combined. And for the rest of like my morning, I've been editing, and I have a headache now just because of that.
Yeah. Don't worry about it though. Like at the end of the day, you woke up and started grinding. I'm gonna out him right now. Mr. Manuel Bozo, you interviewed yesterday, is laying in bed instead of editing this video. I'm outing him on this podcast right now. So you're ahead of Manuel.
Yeah. It's actually 1 p.m. here, so I'm like, yeah. So I forgot to ask Manuel this question. I was going to ask him. So I want to ask you, what was your opinions on Mr. Beast's Squid Game?
I think it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think I respect that style of content a lot. Personally, it's not like I watched the video, I really enjoyed it, but it's not something I'd watch. Like I don't watch Mr. Beast regularly and stuff. It's very much, I feel like what Mr. Beast, what Eric, what like Tyler, I can't say his last name, EllieMarieTv, whatever his last name is. Like they're kind of like bringing the TV world into YouTube, like these highly well-produced videos with huge teams, and I think it's amazing to see. And I mean, they did an incredible job, especially like the CGI. That was something out of a movie. They literally made like an entire movie on YouTube, and he turns these videos around so fast. I remember speaking about it like only a few weeks ago, and usually it takes someone months and months and months to make something like that, but he did it pretty quick, at least within like, I'd say max 2 months. Like I don't know how long Squid Game's been out, but you got this thing out quick. But and I respect them a lot.
He built like the whole sets, like almost like recreated, which I just can't imagine like how much of like hard that must have been, like stuff like that. And like grabbing the people to actually do it, like it must have been crazy.
It's insane. It's insane that he's still like people like him. And like recently I went and like did a shoot with Matthew Beam, and seeing like these people's work ethic is really motivates me, because like Mr. Beast has got like 10 different channels that he posts on consistently. He's got huge teams. Like Matthew Beam is working a full-time job still, and he's like doing full YouTube. He works a full-time job Monday to Friday, so it's crazy to see these guys' work ethics, and it definitely motivates me to just get up each morning and carry on going. So
from like the size of his channel, like from Matthew Beam's channel, like you can imagine he's probably like, this is like a new job, but I mean, I respect him so much more now just because of that. Like his videos are amazing, and they probably take a long time to make. Like he's done like spending 50 hours on a moving truck, like doing that and working a job. Like I can't imagine.
Exactly. Like this man, he's working full time. He's 24. He's been working full time for like the last 7 years, I think it was. He's not missed an upload consistently uploaded every week for the last 3 years. Like that is insane. So I
just gained so much more respect from him. Like that's crazy. I won't be able to stop thinking about that. Anyways, so do you have like a dream collab to do, like for you to be in their video or for them to be in your video, whichever one?
I've got two dream collabs. So the first one is Mr. Ryan Trahan, if you know who he is. I would love to even just help like out with one of his videos. Obviously a collab would be insane if I ever got an opportunity like that. Just because I align a lot with his content and I like what he does, and I think he's doing a lot to like innovate on the platform and stuff. And another one I've had since I was very young is this English podcaster called True Geordie that I've been watching since I was young. I've always said, like, when I make it on his podcast, I've made it. So yeah, if I can get on there one day, that would be like incredible as well.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan Trahan is amazing. Like, I love to see, like, he's just changed content style so many times. Like, he did like vlogs at one point, then he like moved to his current type of videos. He did like commentary videos for a while. It's just amazing to see like the way he changes content, and yeah.
Yes, I think it's really inspiring for like smaller creators like ourselves as well, because he's experimented so much and still continues to, and he's so successful. Like, a lot of people feel they need to make one style of video and stick to it forever and make new channels if they like want to change what they're doing, whereas Ryan literally went from being like he was doing like running and exercise stuff to like you said, commentary, and now he's making like just insane videos each week, like traveling.
Yeah.
I think it's if you've got a good personality, that's all you need. You know, it doesn't really matter what you make, the fans will be there.
I personally love to interview Ryan Trahan. Like, I feel like that'd be so interesting. He did a CreatorNow workshop, right?
He did. It was amazing. He made the argument that thumbnails are more important than the video, which was quite a bold argument.
Do you agree?
Yes and no. I think in terms of, I think you can have an insane thumbnail and your video not be that great and you still get a lot of views. But also personally, just like creatively, I'm like, no, I need to still make a great video. Like, I won't be satisfied if the video wasn't good. But I think thumbnails, like, I experimented with it actually. I did this video not long ago where I went to, if you know, like the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, I went there and did like a skit video trying to basically like find the Loch Ness Monster and whatnot.
Everybody did so well.
Yeah, I packaged the video, shocking Loch Ness Monster footage in this really creepy picture of a monster.
Yeah.
And it's got nearly 5,000 views, and that the CTR is insane. And even the retention's, given that it is quite a bit of clickbait, retention's still pretty good. It's like 40%. So I was expecting it to be a lot lower for such clickbait content, but I think that just in itself proves how important like thumbnails are.
Yeah, that was like one of those videos. As soon as it came out, I was like, what? Yeah. So I just clicked on it immediately because like the thumbnail definitely caught my eye, because like the hand, like that's there was the thumbnail was amazing.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty insane.
Back to the thing you were saying about like these different types of content. I'm another example. Like, my channel currently has a lot of videos on unlisted, but if I put all of them public, it's a huge mess. You can literally see one day I'm doing a podcast, another a Minecraft video, another day a FIFA video, and the next day a video of me at the beach. It was so random. And I really like doing that, but I feel like I was getting a lot of comments that people didn't like those other types of videos and they only like my podcast. I was like, okay, it was kind of affecting my channel. So that's why I decided to like make Nicocast, which is my channel I've had all my life, only my podcast. And I created another channel called Nicocast, which was what my podcast channel was called before. And that channel, I'm currently trying to get to like 50,000 or 100,000 by posting shorts, like Sidemen shorts, and posting my own videos, obviously. And then, after it gets that milestone, I'll kind of stop the shorts, and then I'll just do whatever I was doing before.
Yeah, I think that's smart because, like, especially like when you're in the experimental phase, if you look at Ryan Trahan, he wasn't posting like running videos, crazy travel videos, and commentary videos all at the same time. He kind of did it in segments to develop. So if you're making different content, I think it's smart, like you're doing, to like separate it on different channels. Did you say you like the Sidemen? You say you're doing a Sidemen channel? Yeah.
So I can actually share my screen.
Go for it.
I don't know how many tabs I have open.
I'm the same.
But this channel is crazy. I'm posting Sidemen shorts, and look at the views.
Wow.
Like, it's amazing.
That is incredible.
And the titles are so random, but I noticed these types of titles work so well for shorts. They work amazing for shorts. A lot of people are like, oh, your video won't get into search, and I'm like, I don't care about that. I care about getting in the short stuff. These titles help so much. It's one of the reasons why channel is doing so well. And the analytics.
I mean, congrats, man. Jesus.
Thank you. Share some analytics with you, because this is crazy. Like, there were days where I was getting like 700,000 views per day. It was amazing. So this is only September. I kind of stopped being consistent here, but still like 40,000 views a day without being that consistent is amazing. But look, in one day, like the 1st of September, almost 1 million views. Just that day.
That was crazy. You've got to keep this channel going.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not planning to stop it. I definitely feel like it can get to 100K by 2023. Easy. And I'm so mad because in like November I kind of stopped the channel a little bit because I got bored of it. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? It has so much potential. So I went back to it and I'm now uploading it again to the type I was doing before. And the videos were so easy to make. I just like go on TikTok, search up Sidemen, download them, upload them. It's so easy, but yeah.
I've been the exact same though. I think it's so difficult trying to balance 2 channels because I obviously have my main channel, but I've started like a few months ago, I started like a second channel where I just upload parodies of, it's called Mrs. Beast. It's like short comedy sketches of Mr. Beast videos. And like the first video I posted on there got like 30,000 views, and there's a lot of potential on that channel, but because I was kind of just trying to focus on my own, I kind of neglected it a lot. So I'm trying to stay consistent on both now. So I'll let you know how that goes.
What's the channel called? Mrs. Beast?
Yeah, Mrs. Beast. It doesn't always come up in search. If you type in Mrs. Beast FBI, it should come up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I saw someone which like has a channel, Josh Capranos, verified, called Mrs. Beast.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I'm just trying to find the channel. Can you send it to me after? Because
I'll send it to you after.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. I asked Manuel this question. What video has been the hardest to record?
Oh, that's a very good question. I would say, let me just have a quick look at my channel. I'm pretty sure it is, I don't know if you guys have a version here, but in the UK we have this like show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So basically every year, like mainstream TV take a bunch of celebrities into like Australian jungle and make them survive. So I did a video where I got like, I think it was about 6-7 of my friends. We all went on this trip to Wales, and basically I had to plan and do all these challenges. Like we were running up mountains, we were like eating weird foods. We were like, it was this 2-day production basically. And I pretty much organized and did it all myself and had to like do the entire operation on my own.
All yourself? Oh my God.
And it was a lot of stress. And like I was working full time, and literally the night before I was in work till midnight and needed to be up in the morning. And I just spent the whole night awake trying to organize, get everything together. And that was definitely a lot of stress, but it was also a lot of fun. So I think that's definitely been the biggest, I think it's the biggest video I've ever done. I'm trying to just have a quick look. I don't think any really compare to that at all.
It's hard to top like a 2-day production of like, which like you said, it was very hard, and I haven't had a video like that. The hardest video for me was like podcast I had to edit, which was like my guest's face was animated, and that took so long, hours to edit. Just because like I have to sync up the audio, sync up the 2 cameras. That was so annoying. Because he recorded his own face, his own audio, and he recorded like an animated face, which it was a whole mess. But the podcast turned out amazing. It's one of my favorites. But
I think that's one thing as well. Like you said, like I think sometimes the stuff you devote the most time to and put the most work into, you're most proud of. So as much as it's painful to do, I definitely do like push myself in that way, because I mean, think of the amount of skills we're learning as YouTubers. We're not just like on camera personalities, we're also like producing, managing ourselves. Like you learn so much from doing this stuff.
And sometimes it's weird because like the videos you take the most time on don't always perform the best, which it is annoying sometimes, because like if I'm looking at my channel, that video has 108 views and the 2 videos next to it have like 150, which is kind of sad, because that took so long. But I mean, it's because the guests didn't have that much subscribers either. But yeah, it was probably that, because also people are not going to watch like a random interview with a guy with like 10 subscribers. Like, no, they want to watch people they actually know. So
yeah, I mean, I feel the exact same, because the Mrs. Beast videos, the second channel, literally they're so easy to make. There's no minimal effort, minimal care, and like 3 videos, 50,000 views. Whereas like my main channel, EllieMarieTv, I'm currently on 89 videos that I've posted, and I've got like a total of not even 150 yet. And 3 videos on my second channel, I've got like a third of that views already. So definitely annoying, but I sympathize with you.
With like the Sidemen like shorts channel, that channel has 17 million views, and I started in August, which is like a lot more than double of my main channel. But yeah, it's just YouTube's so weird sometimes. Like the things you don't expect to do well always do well. I didn't expect this channel to actually form how it is, but it did. But yeah, it's YouTube's weird, but I'm not mad at anything because the channel's performing. I'm actually happy. But yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, man. It's like you don't need to put effort in to get views, as I've learned, but I care too much about the process to not put effort into my main channel. But yeah.
So where do you see your channel in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years?
I like your question. So we actually did a workshop not long ago on CreatorNow with Zach, Eric's manager, and he was encouraging us to plan next year out and set goals for ourselves, which a lot of times is a scary thing to do, but the goal I wrote down on my notepad is I want my main channel to be at 100,000 subscribers by the end of next year. I'm not like someone who obsesses over views and numbers, but I think for the projection and things I want to do in my career, that's kind of the level I need to be aiming for at the moment. So going to like the 5-year question, well, actually I'll stay on the 1 year for a minute. That's obviously a subscriber goal, but I'd quite like to be like permanently in America because I much prefer it here than England. And also just making sure I keep in contact with friends from home and keep in contact with my family and stuff is where I want to be at in a year. 5 years, I've got a lot of goals business-wise for YouTube. So in 5 years, by the end of next year, I want to be a full-time YouTuber from my own channel. But in 5 years, I want to be able to kind of grow the channel and grow a really strong community. I'm not going to say fan base. I want a community of people that come and watch my videos and just vibe with me.
That's like the ultimate goal. Like, because if you have a huge community around you, you could do so many things. Like, look at Yes Theory, look at Iraq. Like, that's like the ultimate goal.
For sure, and that's what like CreatorNow taught me to actually like build. Like, I interact with my audience as much as I can, and I think doing that early on is the best thing you can do, and just keep on going as you're growing. I want to be like opening up businesses and stuff. I want to kind of go for like my end goal with YouTube in like 10 years time is I want to, obviously I'm always going to be posting to YouTube because I love it way too much, but I also want to open up a charity, and I also want to maybe start a bit of a production company and maybe I'm quite interested in music videos and things like that, still obviously within the YouTube realm, and maybe even try and make something for Netflix would be a pretty cool opportunity. But
that would be cool.
The main focus is always going to be YouTube because I care way too much about building in 10 years I'd be perfectly happy if I was just making everything on YouTube, but I think it would be cool just to dip my toe and try different things and stuff like that.
Yeah, in my life, I want to try many different things, obviously. And I feel like I always want to continue doing YouTube no matter what. Like, because I feel like, let's say I decide to be a singer one day, I don't know, a random example. I feel like YouTube would be cool so I can like document like my whole journey of like beginning to end, because you don't see many like popular musicians like show their like being nothing to like being a big singer, like a musician. And I feel like it would be cool to like all those like videos documented and for other people to see. So whatever I do, I always want to do YouTube.
For sure. I think like someone that inspires me a lot is KSI from the UK, because he's always consistently posting on YouTube. Like he is on the Sidemen channel every week. He doesn't post as much on his main channel, but he has a second channel that I know he posts a lot of videos on. And he's also a musician. Like he's on tours. Like I went to a festival that he was like he's a full-time musician, and he also has had like 2-3 boxing fights over the last few years, and he's a boxer, a musician, and a YouTuber, and it's incredible to see. Like, you can branch out and still stay consistent on YouTube, and I just want to see what's possible, man. I want to try and innovate a bit and do things that haven't been done before. So
I feel like along with KSI, also like the Sidemen are also amazing, like because they're opening like a food place soon.
I didn't know that.
It's called Sides. And it's like I think it's like chicken fingers or something.
Oh, nice. That's actually quite smart. I saw. They started like Side Plus, which is like they're like, I suppose, like Disney Plus, but for the Sidemen, which I thought was really smart. So I need to check that out.
I sent the link in the chat, and it's so cool because I was going through TikTok and I found one of the TikToks, and it's all like sandwiches, everything, and I think it's an amazing idea. And the name too, Sides, it's like perfect. Like they're definitely smart for that. I think they're making a game soon too.
A game? Wow.
Yeah. I saw a video from Zerka Shorts or something like that. That sneak peek at the Sidemen game or something like that. Well, let me find it.
It's insane, man. Like that's what like motivates me a lot. Just seeing the multitasking, like on you, like YouTubers do so many different things, and I love that.
Yeah.
Trying to like never just stuck in the same lane doing the same thing. There's so many opportunities and routes you can go on, and you can try new things. Whereas like if I went into TV or something, because I like making videos, kind of you spend all this time on one huge project to drop. Whereas like with YouTube, you can just be doing loads of different things at once. It's so cool.
Mr. Beast is a perfect example of that guy. Mr. Beast Burger, like so many different channels, like a charity, I think it is. Mr. Beast Philanthropy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Crazy, man.
I'm not sure if the game thing is correct because I'm pretty sure I saw a Zerka Shorts. So I'm not sure if it's true.
Yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't surprise me if they did bring one out, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, the Sidemen are amazing. Like they're doing so many different things. I think they're going on tour soon or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like it's so cool to see them go from like GTA videos to like huge videos like that. I wasn't watching them back then. I started watching them like I was kind of late to like the whole watching the Sidemen, but yeah. It's so cool.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite out of them all?
I like them all, but I like Toby a lot, which is not a lot of people like not people prefer him over the others. But yeah, like Toby, Harry, like Harry's so likable.
Yeah, Harry's my favorite. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
That was like surreal for me as well, because when I filmed a YouTube video at a festival a few months ago. And KSI was performing at the festival, and the energy on stage was just incredible. Like all their guys' personalities are amazing, but when you merge them all together onto one channel, it's no wonder they're crushing the platform, man.
Yeah, I feel like the Sidemen are gonna grow they are growing so fast, but I feel like they can with all these other things they're doing, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, those were all the questions I had. Just a quick like 40 minutes.
Nice.
So for the last question, do you have any advice for anyone that wants to start doing YouTube?
Oh, yes, I do. So couple of things. Number one, stay consistent. It's all about momentum. If you stop uploading, you're going to fall off. You need to just set yourself a schedule. Be like, I'm either going to post once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a day, whatever it is. Set yourself a goal in a day that you're going to upload consistently. Thumbnails, very, very, very important. I've only learned that recently. Make sure you're making good thumbnails. And also just have fun with it. Make stuff you want to make. For a while, I was kind of making videos I wasn't enjoying as much because I was trying to get views. Whereas now I just really want to make sure that the forefront of what I do is I enjoy it, and then I come up with the ideas around what I enjoy. So I think don't try and just do things for views, because it's not sustainable in the long run. Even if you blew up and got 1 million subscribers tomorrow, you're not going to want to carry on doing it. So definitely figure out, and it takes a long time. Experiment, especially while you're a small YouTuber. Experiment with what you want to do. Figure out what it is you enjoy, and
like it'll definitely take a long time. For me, it took 6 years, 6 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. And the moment you hit 100, it'll be faster to get the next 100 and stuff like that. And it's all about the more you do things, the more you'll learn and stuff like that. But definitely stay consistent. Anyways, thank you so much, Ellie, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it too. Is there anything you want to promote, like your socials, stuff like that?
Just EllieMarieTv everywhere. That's where you find me.
It'll be in the description if you want to go subscribe to her. Definitely go subscribe to her. She'll be a big YouTuber one day. So if you want to say you were early, go subscribe now.
Thank you, and also subscribe to this guy as well. Getting early as well. He's gonna have millions.
Thank you. But thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It's been a lot. And I'll see you next episode of the Nicocast.